Everyone loves talking about the strengths of their personality type. The analyst is brilliant. The driver is powerful. The empath is loving. The expressionist is magnetic. But nobody talks about what happens when those same strengths go too far. Because here is the truth that most psychology channels will never tell you. Every single personality type has a dark side, a shadow, a version of themselves that emerges under pressure, under stress, under threat, or simply when nobody is watching. And the scariest part? Most people have absolutely no idea their dark side even exists. Today, we are going into the shadow. We are breaking down the dark side of every personality type, what it looks like, what triggers it, and most importantly, how to recognize it in yourself before it damages the people around you. This is not about judgment. This is about awareness, because you cannot change what you cannot see. Welcome to Human Decoded. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, if you have not watched our first video on the 4 personality types, I highly recommend watching that first. The link is in the description. Understanding the 4 types will make everything in this video hit much deeper. Now, let us go into the shadow. The dark side of the analyst. On the surface, the analyst is one of the most impressive personality types that exists. Brilliant, precise, logical, thorough. They think before they speak. They research before they act. They are almost never wrong. But push an analyst too far, and a very different character emerges. The dark side of the analyst is cold detachment. When the analyst feels threatened, overwhelmed, or emotionally cornered, they do not fight. They do not flee. They disappear into their mind. They become cold, distant, and completely unreachable. They withdraw all emotional warmth and replace it with clinical logic. They will analyze your feelings instead of feeling them with you. They will turn your pain into a problem to be solved rather than an experience to be shared. They will make you feel like you are talking to a wall, intelligent and precise, but completely devoid of warmth. And the cruelest part of the analyst's dark side? They genuinely do not understand why you are upset. Because in their world, logic is care, information is love, solutions are support. But relationships do not run on logic alone, and until the analyst learns that, their dark side will quietly destroy the connections they care about most. The analyst's dark side trigger, feeling emotionally overwhelmed or intellectually disrespected. The analyst's dark side warning sign, they go completely silent and start overanalyzing everything around them. The dark side of the driver. The driver in their best form is extraordinary, focused, decisive, unstoppable. They see a goal and they pursue it with everything they have. They inspire people around them to rise higher. They get things done when everyone else is still talking. But give a driver too much power or put them under enough pressure, and something dangerous wakes up. The dark side of the driver is ruthless control. When a driver feels their control slipping, when things are not going their way, when people are not moving fast enough, when their authority is questioned, they become domineering, aggressive, and completely dismissive of anyone who stands in their way. They stop leading and start controlling. They stop inspiring and start demanding. They stop seeing people as human beings and start seeing them as tools, useful only for how much they contribute to the driver's goal. They will bulldoze your boundaries without a second thought. They will dismiss your emotions as weakness. They will make decisions that affect everyone around them without consulting a single person. Because in the driver's dark side, other people's feelings are simply inefficiencies to be eliminated. The most dangerous version of a driver's dark side is when they combine their natural intelligence with their ruthlessness, because then they become capable of justifying almost anything in the name of results. The driver's dark side trigger: loss of control, being challenged, or feeling disrespected. The driver's dark side warning sign: they become dismissive, short-tempered, and start making unilateral decisions that affect everyone around them. The dark side of the empath. The empath is perhaps the most universally loved personality type. Warm, caring, deeply sensitive. They make everyone around them feel seen, heard, and valued. They are the first to notice when something is wrong, and the first to show up with support. But the empath's greatest strength, their extraordinary sensitivity, is also the door to their darkest side. The dark side of the empath is emotional manipulation. Here is what nobody tells you about empaths. Because they feel everything so deeply, and because they are so attuned to other people's emotions, they also know exactly which emotional buttons to press. When an empath feels hurt, rejected, or abandoned, they do not always express it directly. Instead, they use their emotional intelligence as a weapon. They guilt, they sulk, they use silence as punishment. They craft situations where you feel deeply responsible for their pain without them ever having to say a single word directly. They become masters of what psychology calls passive aggression, expressing hostility and resentment through indirect behavior rather than honest confrontation. And the confusing part? They often do not even realize they are doing it, because in the empath's mind, they are simply expressing how hurt they feel. But the impact on the people around them is a sophisticated and suffocating form of emotional control. The empath's dark side also includes a tendency towards martyrdom, sacrificing themselves constantly, and then resenting the people they sacrificed for when that sacrifice goes unnoticed or unappreciated. The empath's dark side trigger: feeling emotionally rejected, unappreciated, or abandoned. The empath's dark side warning sign: they become passive-aggressive, withdraw warmth suddenly, and make you feel guilty without telling you directly what you did wrong. The dark side of the expressionist. The expressionist at their best is pure magic. Charismatic, creative, inspiring, hilarious. They light up every room. They make life feel more vivid and exciting just by being in it. People are drawn to them like moths to a flame. And that is exactly the problem. The dark side of the expressionist is destructive self-absorption. When an expressionist does not get the attention, validation, and admiration they need, or when life forces them into routine, structure, and accountability, their personality curdles into something very different. They become reckless, irresponsible, impulsive. They make decisions based entirely on what feels exciting in the moment, with complete regard for the consequences those decisions have on the people around them. They will start projects and abandon them when they stop being fun, leaving others to clean up the mess. They will make promises they have no intention of keeping, not out of malice, but out of a complete inability to prioritize anything that doesn't excite them right now. And when confronted about this behavior, the expressionist's dark side response is to perform, to charm their way out of accountability, to make the confrontation about how unfair it is that they are being criticized, rather than addressing the actual issue. They are also deeply capable of jealousy, despite their confident exterior. When someone else gets the spotlight they believe belongs to them, the expressionist can become subtly undermining, competitive, and dismissive of the other person's success. The expressionist's dark side trigger: being ignored, overshadowed, or forced into boring routine and structure. The expressionist's dark side warning sign: they become reckless, make impulsive decisions, and start charming their way out of every difficult conversation. Now here is the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. Knowing your dark side is not a reason to feel shame. It is not a reason to feel broken or flawed or beyond help. Every single person on this planet has a shadow. Every personality type has a dark side. The difference between people who grow and people who stay stuck is not the absence of a dark side, it is the awareness of one. The analyst who knows they go cold under pressure can choose warmth instead. The driver who knows they become controlling under stress can choose to pause and listen. The empath who knows they use silence as a weapon can choose honest conversation instead. The expressionist who knows they run from accountability can choose to stay and face it. Awareness is everything, and now you have it. So here is your challenge. Drop your personality type in the comments and tell me honestly, did you recognize your dark side today? Because the people who can answer that question honestly are the ones who will never be controlled by it. Subscribe to Human Decoded. Every week, we decode a new side of human nature. I'll see you in the next one. Stay aware, stay honest.